What's going on, everybody? What's happening out there? My name is Andrew. I will be your host for the duration of this video here on Touring Midwest. I invite you just to ride along. Today I want to talk about my motorcycles, the motorcycles that I've had. We talked about how I got into motorcycle riding. We talked about my first motorcycle and why I finally ended up pulling the trigger on buying one. Today in this video we're going to talk about what motorcycles I've had, and you know what, if I can find pictures of all of them, I will put them up. So we started out with that 2003 100th anniversary Sportster 883 Custom. Hey, I gotta be honest with you, say what you want about Sportsters. Some people love them, some people hate them. I had a buddy that made fun of mine because he called it a girl's bike, which, I mean, it was not. It was just awesome. It was just awesome. So it was a fun bike. I put some money into it, drag pipes and chrome and, you know, backrest for the girlfriend at the time. It wasn't much of a backrest. It was about a 4-inch high butt stop, basically, just to keep her from sliding off the bike. We had some good times, her and I, on that bike. And my roommate, of course, had a bike, and we had a bunch of friends that rode. We rode a lot, you know, but just weekend trips, like a little Saturday. Oh, it's the weekend, let's take a Saturday ride, you know. So that's what we did, until I decided that I wanted a bigger bike so I could do trips, because I wanted to do trips. As I talked about in my video about what got me interested in motorcycles and, you know, how I knew I wanted to ride. I wanted to travel, you know. I wanted to be the guy that packed all the tent and the sleeping bags and everything onto the bike and hit the road, you know. And you can do that on a Sporty, but it's much more comfortable to do it on something else. So I got rid of the Sporty. I had that about probably 1.5 seasons, I guess, our riding seasons here in Minnesota. And then I got rid of that, and my plan was to sell it in the fall, buy a Dyna in the spring. Just to catch you up in case you haven't seen that video, it ended up being 5 years between my Sportster and my Dyna, but I did finally get it. So I got a 99 Dyna, and it was the Dyna convertible with the removable windshield and bags. And that was a fun bike. I really liked it. I really did. And we did some trips on that, and really had a good time. I really did like that bike. Changed the handlebars, did a few things to it. You got to do things, you know, to your bike, especially you buy a Harley. You gotta. That's part of the fun of owning one. Change things out, customize it, make it your own. But that still wasn't good enough. I still wanted something bigger. So then I decided that I wanted a street glide. And those street glides were a little bit out of my budget at the time, which is probably a good thing, because I know there's guys out there that love their street glides, but I'm not sure that would have been the bike for me, I guess. I was looking for a used one or looking for a deal, and I finally got a hold of this one dealership, and he said, you know what, I've got a Road King. And I was like, that's not a street glide. And he goes, yeah, but just wait now. It's set up just like a touring bike. It's got a aftermarket batwing fairing from Hoppy Industries, and it's got a detachable Harley Davidson tour pack on it, and custom paint and all this stuff. So I was like, all right, let's check that out. So was in like March, so it was still pretty cold. I called my buddy Dom. Him and his wife came over, and he had his trailer. We loaded my Dyna up on the trailer, took a drive down to Iowa to Okoboji Harley Davidson, and I ended up liking it, so I bought it. I traded the Dyna in for this 2005 Harley Davidson Road King Classic, which was customized. Had that D&D Fat Cat exhaust. The thing was rip-roaring loud. It sounded good. That's some nice exhaust. If I can ever afford to do a full exhaust swap on this bike, I'm going D&D again. I really want the Stubby Cat. I just think that would be super, super cool to have this Stubby Cat. But at least now I've got these neighbor haters. I like them. I like the way they sound. So someday I'll be able to get my D&D exhaust. But until then, I'm content now. Anyway, had that Road King for quite a while. I had it out to Sturgis several times. It was a good bike, but came to the point where we were ready for an upgrade, I think. And actually the upgrade kind of found us. We just stopped into the Harley dealership one night looking for a gift for somebody or something, and I started talking to the salesman, and we're talking at some different bikes. I kind of wanted to get like an ultra limited. I wasn't really sure about the Road Glide yet, and I saw this one sitting there, and like blue, I was not looking for blue at all. If I was going to buy a bike, it was going to be a gray one. But I kept kind of looking at this one out of the corner of my eyes. We sat on the ultra limited, and then we sat on this one, and I took them both for test rides, and I still wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then we just decided to get the Road Glide, and within a very short period of time, I was like, I made the right decision. This is my bike, you know? This is my bike, and I love it. I love the Road Glide. So this is the 2016 Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra. So we've got the tour pack, we've got the lower fairings. It's all decked out. Does not have heated grips yet, but it will. That's one of the next things I want to do, besides Legend suspension. That's a huge one that I want to do, and D&D exhaust, which is also a huge one that I want to do. But heated grips. And I also want to change the seat. And then I think between those changes will be pretty good. There's still other stuff I want to do, but I just need to get some more money so I can invest into the bike, make more YouTube videos about the stuff that I put on the bike. You know what I mean? So everything can't be done, you know? I've owned 4 motorcycles since I started riding, all of them Harley Davidson. I've had this one now for quite a while. I'm super content with it. I love this bike, and I just want to keep doing stuff to it, getting it set up the way I want it, you know? It's got low miles still. I'm hoping to roll over 20,000 before I park it this winter, or this fall. So I got about 1,000 more miles to go, just under 1,000 more miles to go. And that's my goal for this year, I guess. 20,000 on the Harley, 10,000 for subs. So hey, if you have not yet subscribed, smash that subscribe button, please. You make my day. You make my day if you help me get to 10K by the end of 2020. Check out our video next week, same Braaap time, same Braaap channel. Keep her safe out there, y'all. Have a good one. We will catch you next time right here on Touring Midwest.